Good afternoon, TEDx. How you doing? Are you okay? Okay. You know, when we think about refugees, a lot of images come to our head. We think about boats with a lot of people in it. We think about children lying on the seashore. We think about war. We think about trauma. We think about people who cannot fit into society again. But when we think about refugees, how often do we think about someone like Abraham? About someone like Jesus Christ? Like Moses? Like Mohammed, peace be upon his soul? Like Albert Einstein? How often do we think about our former queen, Princess Beatrice of Orange? These people were all refugees as well. Imagine they all be in a boat. What are we going to do? Longing for a home, crying for grace. Came I to this new country, Holland. When I came here, I knew nobody, and nobody knew me. In Africa, we do say, when people do not see you, when people do not want to talk to you, then you are not a stranger, but a dead person. That consciousness of death made me long for life. I went to the shop and I bought for myself a pair of typical Dutch wooden shoes. And for more than 3 years, I would walk through the streets of Holland. I would go to the market, to the job office, to the funeral service, to the schools, to the police. And all of a sudden, everybody started talking to me. They said, look, oh, that's our African once more on the wooden shoes. And they started telling me stories about Holland, about water, about their parents who also walked on wooden shoes. It's not about where you come from. It's not about where you were born. It's not about where you love to be. But it is that place that is good for you that is your home. Refugees want to be seen as people with talents, with potentials, people who can be meaningful to society, people who want to achieve something, people with ambition. So I discovered refugees want to be seen differently than the way they are often portrayed in the media. When I ask them, why are you doing nothing? They say to me, Bright, when I see people going to school, when I see people going to their jobs, it gets me mad because I think about the future that I've lost. And I understand that. Because sometimes as a refugee, you don't want to look to the future because it hurts. You don't want to look to the past because it hurts. And then I decided that we have to find a structural solution to this problem. Since this year, I've started what I call the Future Academy, the Toekomst Academy. And my dream is in every city in Holland to have a Toekomst Academy, where young refugees can work on their personal development, their professional development, and meet people like you and me. So if you are sitting in this hall and you think, what can I do? You can do a lot. You and me can do a lot to give refugees their values back again. Thanks to you, I can fly once more as a dove. Thank you.